Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something exciting that I've never done before. I'm answering questions that I received on Instagram. I got quite a lot. It's all hair questions, and I thought maybe monthly I can do like 15 minutes of hair questions from Instagram on my YouTube. Please let me know if you like that idea. And yeah, got my fro out. I stretched it for the first time in like many months. But anyway, let's get to it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep checking the time, and when I get to 15 minutes I'm going to stop the video. So I don't know how many questions I'll get in, but I hope that all the questions that I do answer are helpful, and I hope that you guys can take notes. That's what I used to always do when I was still learning like how to do makeup and like other like videos, like when I was learning how to do the settings on my camera. I take notes because I think with YouTube the information retention is quite bad. I don't know if we can retain that much information, except if you watch it over and over, but it also really helps to take notes. I finally got my microphone to work, so I've got it over here. So I hope that the sound is very clear and there's no background noise. Yeah, so the first question is, how do you make your hair grow? So I met a dermatologist last week in Durban actually, and she actually emphasized that as black people who are born in Africa, our hair grows up. It's never meant to reach like these kind of lengths. I feel like this is the longest my hair's ever been. I don't know if it will get longer, and even when it does get long, it still shrinks, right? So I just feel like we need to not obsess about the length, but if you do want your hair to grow and you don't necessarily want a twirl, which is a teeny weeny afro, I think clean scalp is the best way to grow your hair. No oils on the scalp. If you're doing oil on your scalp, it must be a treatment and you must rinse it out, but otherwise wash your hair weekly. When you're washing, like put your fingers into your scalp and wash your scalp properly. Why don't you put oil on your scalp? So when you put oil on your scalp, it sits in the epidermis. Epidermis is that layer between your skull and your what you actually see, your scalp, and then the oil just sits there and it actually causes dandruff. So I think the oil that you put on your hair is enough to just nourish the scalp, but I don't put oil directly on my scalp. I just love your hair. I love you too. I love my followers. Your body's goals. Okay, what affordable hair products would I suggest? So for me, it's all about the regimen, and then you can fit products into your regimen. Dove is the most affordable product that I would suggest, especially the moisture mask. It's amazing. I think it goes for less than $100. And okay, you know what? With some of the cheaper products, you get little product. So I don't know how much product. For example, it's 300 rand and you get 300 mils, and then it's 90 rand and you get 100 mils. It's not really cheaper. It's just that if you have less disposable income, then you can buy the cheaper one. I really like Moisture Miracle by African Pride. All the products are about $139.99, and it's very good. I used it on my hair today. I've been actually using it on my hair for the last month. Okay. What's the best recovery regime for heat damaged hair? So heat damaged hair, once the hair is dead, the best way is to cut it. Hair doesn't revive itself like skin. But what I know is that when my hair was heat damaged, I just concealed it with moisturizers and it looked okay, but I knew that it was damaged. So what I did was that I was cutting my split ends over time. So every month I'd cut my split ends. So then you don't have to cut it short. It goes over time. Yeah. How do I take care of high porosity hair? So my hair is low porosity, so I'm not too sure, but I know all oils and creams, how they affect your hair is really dependent on your porosity. So I think you need to Google or follow people with high porosity hair. I know y'all's I think has high porosity hair, so her tips would usually work for high porosity hair people. When you co-wash, do you use a deep condition? Do you also deep condition that same day, or is it separate? I always deep condition after my co-wash. I actually haven't been using conditioner. I've been washing my hair with plain water, but I'm still using my moisture treatment. So a deep condition and a moisture treatment for me is the same thing. It's really nice if you can do it in the steam room at gym, but obviously weekly you won't be able to. But I no longer put a plastic bag or whatever. I just, because I do it every month and my hair is quite healthy now, I don't do I just do it for like 10 minutes and then I rinse it out. Hey Sino, does it make sense to do lock method at night? I personally don't prefer to do lock method at night, especially if I'm not twisting my hair. So I twisted my hair for the first time. I think I twist my hair once every 2 weeks, but I twisted my hair for the first time in a very long time last night, and I did do the lock method, because when you put your hair in twists, the moisture is kept inside the twist, and then I sleep on a satin pillowcase. But if you're sleeping with your hair like this, like I usually do, I do not do lock method, because all that oil will be absorbed into your satin or cotton pillowcase, so it's a waste. So I do it in the morning. I have high porosity hair, and please recommend affordable products. So this affordable products topic comes up a lot. So I do feel that there's a lot of affordable products, and also you don't use a lot of products, so they last long. Moisture Miracle, Dove, I'm talking about products that are well formulated, Nalotica, those products are really great. How do I transition to an afro from relaxed hair? So I know yours also transitioned. She's got a video on transitioning. So what you do is that your afro grows at the bottom, so you no longer relax it, and I think you just cut off your relaxed hair over time. I did do the big chop, so I can't really speak to transitioning, but I know if you've got a really, really big fear of short hair, then you can rather choose the transitioning option. Then one issue I have with transitioning is that you have to take care of the relaxed hair and natural hair at the same time, so those require different regimens, so it's quite tricky. But I know a lot of people do a lot of like styles. I don't call them protective styles because they hardly are, but I know a lot of people do braids and cornrows while they're transitioning. Hi Sino, do you towel dry or air dry? I don't use a towel on my hair. I don't even use a t-shirt. I let my hair air dry, so my hair just drips while I'm in the shower or bath. I always start with my hair, then I wash my body. Also, if you start with your hair and then wash your body, then the conditioner and the shampoos that are stuck in your skin, you can scrub them out. So my hair is like half dry by then, and then I do my lock method on my wet hair. So then once the water is locked in with that oil and that cream, it no longer is like dripping. Let me check the time. Oh, it's still good on time, 6 minutes. No question. I just want to tell you I love you. I love you too. So I didn't like I tried to screen grab the hair questions, but there are some other questions in between. My afro is really, really dry. What can I do to fix this? So my afro used to be really, really dry, and the main reasons was that I was moisturizing dry, non-hydrated hair. So oil and cream, oils aren't moisturizers. So if you put oil on dry hair, your hair will dry out further. So you need to hydrate your hair. So you need to wash your hair properly, do a moisture treatment, do a protein treatment when needed. I think the last time I did mine was 2 months ago. And then you need to hydrate, put water on your hair and lock that water in with oil. And then you lock the water and the oil in with cream. So you need to do that lock method so that you can keep your hair moisturized. That's what you need to do to keep your hair moisturized. Have you ever had your hair blown out or even relaxed with afro-friendly products? So my hair is 100% natural. I've never had it relaxed. I've never had it blown out, because I just feel that even if it's blow out or it's afro-friendly and your hair still looks a bit kinky after you've used the product, it still alters the natural state of your hair, and I want my hair to be 100% natural. So the products that I use are mainly for natural hair. So your hair would no longer be natural if I use the blowout or the afro-friendly relaxer. I've never heard of an afro-friendly relaxer. My edges need a bit of regrowing. I need help with this. Okay, so edges, always water, leave-in conditioner, a little bit of oil. So I do my edges almost every day. I try to do them every day. If I don't do them every day, I'll probably skip like one day. So edges require consistency, because even when I did braids, my edges did come out a bit. So you need to be really consistent. You can't just give it 3 months where you don't do anything and then hope for the best. It has to be an everyday thing. I'm even used to it. It takes like a minute. I've got a video also on regrowing your edges and maintaining your edges. Is it okay to use dye on my natural hair. So the problem with dye is the fact that it also alters your makeup of your natural hair. I did bleach my hair, it is bad for my hair, it did break my hair, and it was just for aesthetics. So I think certain things I'm okay with knowing that I did it for aesthetics. Braids I do for aesthetics. Small braids, especially like carrot, that starts small, that's purely for aesthetics. Protective styles are like twists where you twist your hair, but protective styles aren't really hairstyles that damage your hair. And dye, unfortunately, is bad for your hair, but you can do it for aesthetics. If you want your hair to be pitch black and you want to use black dye, then you can, but I mean, it will damage your hair. Do you dry your hair? Yes, before I put on braids, I do blow dry my hair. I know a lot of people who don't do that anymore, and I wish to get into that. They do twist their hair like this overnight, and then the next day they just braid. I know that would work with box braids. I don't know if it would work with those thin braids. So I will look into it, but I do currently blow dry my hair. I use heat protectant always. I've got a video on protective hairstyles or braids, what you do before. Is heat protectant 100% helpful? I think that some heat will get to your hair, but I think it does stop that intense level of heat damage. I don't think that my hair is heat damaged, and I've been using that heat. I've been using heat protectant for the last year and a half. How do I maintain braids in winter? So I always say water and leave-in conditioner. It's the only way to not get product buildup and still get some moisture in. If you just use water, it'll be your hair will be dry. If you use water and oil, your hair will you'll have buildup and your hair will be a little bit dry. But if you use water and leave-in conditioner, you can put oil like once a week just for a bit of nourishment, like those benefits from the oils. But otherwise, leave-in conditioner and water is perfect. Water first, then leave-in conditioner. So overnight twisting isn't good for your hairline. What do you do? So I just go to bed like this, guys. Robala. I don't twist my hair overnight. That daily twisting overnight. I only twist my hair overnight when I want it stretched like this the next day. Okay, so we're on 13 minutes now, so this will be the last question. I want to go natural. What are the tips? What tips do you have for me? So if you want to go natural, you need to understand that it's a mental game. You need to learn how to be okay with yourself in short hair. You need to be okay with changing your regimen from the normal hair food and relaxed hair moisturizer to, you need to be open to learning a new process. So the water, the lock method, the co-washing, and you can even start out with just washing with plain water, but the moisture treatments. So I think a lot of people struggle because they don't really want to change their ways, you know. So when you start gym and you want to lose weight, and as opposed to wanting to build muscle, there's different gym processes that you need to follow. So just like basically be ready for the mental like shock of seeing yourself in short hair, and then also like be ready for the mental shock of seeing yourself in curly short hair, and also just be ready for the regimen change and the lifestyle change. And yeah, I mean, it should be perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of this installment that I'll be doing monthly. Please comment down below. I'll make sure to respond to as many questions as possible like I usually do. Please subscribe, and yeah, see natural and you.